Hi everyone, how you doing today? This is Two Wheels here. Just going to do a quick video on the 3-month review of my Ninja 400. Just wanted to kind of go over what I think about the performance, the styling, and the seating of the bike. And then I can't think of anything that I really find negative about the bike right now, but we'll see if there's something that to talk about. But I purchased this bike, was looking at them brand new, and after the boxing and some other dealership fees, it kind of added up to a little bit more than I wanted to spend, because it was my first bike, and I guess I didn't know how I was going to like motorcycle riding. So I ended up deciding to look for a used one, which I'm glad I did, because I found this bike at a different dealership, and it just had about 1,000 miles on it when I bought it, and just getting out of the break-in stage, I guess. They still had the markings on the tires, so it looked pretty new. But yeah, it had 1,000 miles on it. It's like a quarter of the price of the brand new one. I mean, the brand new one wasn't that much more, but I was able to save a few grand by finding this used one. Bike is a 400cc 2-cylinder engine. For me, I feel like it has plenty of power. Again, being the only bike that I've ridden as a street bike, I really don't have anything to compare it against. But you know, she can get up and go pretty quick. I'll probably eventually, you know, upgrade to a different bike at some point, but I'll probably keep this one for at least a year or two before I end up getting another one. And then I don't even know when it's time. I may just keep this bike and add to a collection, I guess. Another nice thing about buying this bike used was came with an upgraded fender eliminator and an upgraded exhaust. It didn't have that huge cannon on there that comes with the factory exhaust on the Ninja 400. But yeah, the handling of this bike, I mean, it's a pretty light motorcycle. It's actually a windy day here today. You can actually feel it getting blown around a little bit, but it's manageable, you know. The bike handles really well. It's easy to make turns. It's pretty flickable. Just a little maneuver there and just a little turn, and the bike really responds well to the steering. I chose this bike obviously for the styling. At some point I do want to get like a super sport bike, and this bike has the super sport appearance to it, which I really liked. Obviously, the reason I purchased it. This bike is black with like the gray metal flake in it. 6'3", 6'2" rider. Weigh about 190 pounds, and you know, I'm a little bit bigger, I guess, for this maybe size bike, but I feel pretty comfortable on it. Positioning on this bike, like seating position, is more of the upright seating position, which puts less restraint on your wrists and your back. So it's not as aggressive of a riding stance. But yeah, I mean, I've taken this bike out and rode it around for about maybe 3 hours at a time and didn't feel fatigued at all. I'm actually gonna go see if I can find a place here to pull over and kind of do a walk around of the bike so you can see it here. Bike has a nice cluster for the instruments. You got the analog tack. You have the gear indicator on there. Your fuel. Temperature, a fuel efficiency. It tells you how many miles to the gallon that you're currently getting as you're driving, and it kind of recalculates as you're shifting and increasing speed. Bike has a sight glass for the oil near the brake here on the right hand side, so you can just get the bike up level and be able to check your oil at a quick glance to make sure you're at the safe levels. You know, as far as negative things on the bike, obviously getting blown around a little bit on windier days can be annoying. And at first, when I was learning, it was kind of even a little scary at times, because the bike would just kind of lean over as the wind would push against you, and in reaction to correcting itself. I guess that would be one thing I would have to say that it might be a little bit of a drawback on how light the bike is. But the other thing here is I'm actually looking at my mirrors right now. I can easily see out of my my right mirror, but it doesn't matter what I do on my left side here. It just seems like my elbow's in the way of being able to see anything behind me unless I kind of like glance down there. Power-wise, again, you know, I bought the bike for like a starter bike, and I actually didn't think I would get used to it as quick as I did. I remember seeing some reviews from other people's, how they mentioned it was a starter bike, and for them as well, and everyone highly recommended bigger motors. I mean, this is a great bike from what I'm hearing. I've never taken it to a track, but a lot of people take these to tracks and do really well with them. But as far as power-wise, yeah, it kind of got used to the power that it had pretty quickly. So, you know, naturally I was looking at other bikes like 650s and things like that, but after talking to some other people, I mean, yeah, it has a little bit bigger motor, but positioning and size-wise of the 650 bike sounds like it's a lot like this for seating position and things like that, just a little bit more power. So if I do something else, I might do like a 636 down the road. again, maybe this thing, I've been pretty happy with it. I don't know if I need anything that fast for the streets. Usually I throw gas in this thing and it lasts me quite a while. About $7 to fill it up. Get about a week on it. Obviously it depends on how much you drive it. I usually put 20 or 30 miles on it every other day. But yeah, there's a graffiti wall up here I'm looking for to kind of ride up to and do a walk around at. I thought it'd be kind of a nice little place to get some nice pictures and video of the bike that I'm trying to take us to. On the way up here, I believe there's some nice twisty roads also that we'll be able to hit. Here we go. It's the spot I was looking for. Let's see if we can park over by the wall and we'll do a little walk around the bike. This is my Ninja 400. This is a 2019, and it has, like, I don't know if you can see it here in the sun, the little metal flake in the paint there. It's the black with the gray, kind of like the gills there, and has the LED headlights on it, which obviously I think kind of help you be seen by cars and things like that. Still want to get like the double bubble windshield on it. You do feel like some wind coming off of that and hitting your chest when you're riding. Some things that people like to do to these once they get them is the stock fender on these guys when you purchase them kind of come out to, they stick out pretty far. And this one, like, since I purchased it used, came with the fender eliminator already done. There's a few different versions that you can get, and this is the one that the previous owner put on. I probably would have did like an integrated tail light, so the blinker and everything just would have been all one, and got rid of the blinkers and all that. The other thing is the stock exhaust was replaced by the previous owner. They look like a huge cannon, and this one's got the carbon appearance to it, but it definitely makes a huge difference in the sound of the bike. I heard the stock exhaust on one that I was looking at, and huge difference. I think it has more of a deeper, throatier sound. It kind of cackles a little bit when downshifting, as you might have heard when I was riding. But this is an off-brand exhaust, and I've seen people kind of knocking this one, but I really don't think it's that bad. But I'll throw a link in my video description to the exhaust that it is. My bike is not the ABS version, so I guess I don't know what I'm missing out on that. I haven't had any problems with the brakes locking up, and just kind of learned the proper technique on using the brakes, which I read and watched some videos where you kind of just use 2 fingers on the brake lever and try to apply 50-50 pressure when you're braking. And so far I haven't had any issues, but I guess in an emergency situation that might come in handy, because your natural reaction may be to just lock up the brakes. But what I don't know doesn't, I'm not missing anything, because I guess I didn't have it and don't know what I'm missing out on with what I got. So but yeah, the ABS is a little bit more expensive, obviously, for the added technology. But yeah, Then obviously got the pillion seat on it. I have ridden with a passenger. The bike is it performs pretty well. Don't really notice any difference in the power with the passenger. Obviously you do feel the weight of the passenger though, and it affects the steering of the bike. My first time riding with the passenger, you know, I definitely, you know, took a turn pretty wide, but you know, it was easily, you know, adjusted, and I got used to the passenger being on the bike, and not a big deal. But it does make a difference in the performance of the turns. Other than that, yeah, I mean, this is my Ninja 400. Obviously, overall, I'm very happy with the bike. I'm glad that I purchased it, and you know, power-wise, I feel like it does very well on the power, handling, and everything. If you guys have any questions, you know, feel free to write it in the comments on this video, and you know, let me know if there's anything you want to know about the bike. Ask me whatever you want. I'll reply to your comments, and then you know, if need be, I can make additional videos on things you'd like to see. Yeah, other than that, I think I will wrap this video up and head back and take another ride. Alright guys, have a great day.